Dum, how are you? Why don't you come and play us a song or two? Dum, Dum, he's a busy man. He is the man with the plan. We love you, Dum, Dum. Okay.
Dum,
You know,
dum,
you
dum,
don't
dum,
know, you
dum.
don't know.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. How the hell you doing out there? How do I get this off my screen? There we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Very good to see you. It's been a crazy week. I went to where did I go? We went to the Wayne County State Fair in Pennsylvania and got caught in like the worst rain of probably my life. Kids freaking out, thunder and lightning, people running around like crazy. I had to go across like a farm to find a car going through like water that was up to my ankle deep. But other than that, it was really fun. I bought a new vape pen. So, as you know, Lady Campion is with us today. She wrote me this morning. I don't know if any of you know this, but she just very recently got over COVID and her voice isn't quite there yet. But she is a trooper and going to hang out with us anyway. So rather than her singing live, maybe we'll do that another time. We will play some of her videos, but we will have her here to talk with and hang out with. So everybody, please say hello to the songbird herself, Miss Lady Campion. Hey there, how are you? You are... Hold on.
Except for what you just said.
What's that?
I said I'm okay, except for what you just said.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say something wrong? Did I say something
No.
bad? Oh, okay.
No, I just mean you already described my whatever's not right.
Yeah. Well, so you don't have to worry about it. I
Right.
have a tendency of saying the wrong thing, so I always assume.
As of yet, you're fine.
Okay. The night is young, lady. The night is young. I got my coffee. I got my water. I have no alcohol this evening. I don't get a chance to go to the store, so I don't know what that's going to mean. But that is it. I have my new alien hat on.
Love
I'm very happy. I got spaceships behind me. It's all very cool behind the curtain. So how is everybody out there doing? I see Mr. Michael of Michael's Songs is there, which means Maria, the real brains behind the operation, must be somewhere very close. Hey, Michael, Maria. What's going on, Ed B. Metal? Good to see you. Rock on, brother. Joe Norman. Hey, man, I ran late the first night of your live stream, but I hope it went good. Everyone says it was. I know Michael was bouncing back and forth. I think it's really cool. And who else? We got Not Visible is here. What's going on, Not Visible? I'm surprised I saw you. And Mr. Chad Freeman, I like to call him Chatters. My friend Viv Sparrow. Hey, what's going on, Viv? It is very good to see you. And I got, there is another Viv, and I thought you changed your name to Viv with a bird or something like that, but then I realized two different Vivs. Go figure. Who'd know that?
It happens.
Yep. Ozog Drifter, how are you? My friend.
Thank you for the well wishes, everyone.
Yes. Hey, what's going on, Clay? So are you feeling like where you at in the recovery? 60, 70? Where do you feel you're at?
Sure, I don't know. It's a day-to-day thing. Today my lungs are not great. But tomorrow they may be okay. I don't know.
Have you, in the one you said when you had the first time you said was really bad, did you need like respirator help or?
No, it was just a lot worse than subsequent times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst we had it was, well, my wife is a school teacher, so every year we get it. She's had it 3 times. Me and my kids have had it twice, and we always catch it from her. The worst, though, was, I think, not the Christmas past, the Christmas before last. I think, like, Christmas Eve, my wife was like, I don't feel good. And that was it. She was done. She didn't see her again.
Timing.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. But, you know, we held strong. Um, I she she got up for Christmas morning, but that was about it. But I did all the presents to the kids, and probably like 3 days, me and the boys just sat on the floor and played like for 24 hours a day, and then it hit me. And just as it hit me, she like crested over and was like, "Okay,
Well, that's
I can be
perfect.
around people now." Yeah. And then after me, then both my boys got it.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Oh,
it's a shame to waste a perfectly good vacation being sick. But,
I know.
you should always get sick during work days, work hours. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's the motto I try to live by. So, folks, if you want to hear a song, I have at the top of the page a link to a Google sheet that has all the music I can currently play. And if I see you in chat, call something out, I will gladly play it. Some people you could tag like Chad or Clay, or if you could tag Lady C, and then she could put it in private chat to me, because I tend to not be able to see that well while I'm doing this. Actually, I forget to scroll through the chat, like I'm way at the top. Hey, Pookie, how you doing? And Laz Guitars, Blue Unicorn, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So I think we're gonna start, maybe play a little song, and then we will chat and play some music. Sound good?
Go for it.
I am very happy to have you here, by the way. And I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I
Happy to be
appreciate
here.
that you. I appreciate you coming, regardless. And nobody really cares. Like I said, everyone just comes to a live stream because they just want to hang out. So that's what we're gonna do. And in case anyone can't tell, my shoulder is still just killing me, man. Actually, that's what Lady C and I were talking today about. I was like, I was, yeah, I'm home. I'm getting ready for the show by sitting on the couch with a heating pad. And then she told me about a heating pad that was specifically designed for your neck and shoulders. So I already ordered it. It should be coming tomorrow. Like a month ago, I pulled something in my shoulder, and it is just not healing fast enough for me.
Hope it heals quickly. From this point on, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
it's
little too
starting.
late
It's
for
starting. It's starting to get better. Like today at work, maybe about 3 o'clock, it started bothering me. And like that's my problem is, I work on a computer almost all day, so I'm hunched over, and everything I do for my own enjoyment at night is hunched over my guitar or my studio, so I never get any relief. Anyway, this is a song by the Foo Fighters called Wheels. There we go. Close this down. All right. This pig is too big. fight it anymore. I looked into the sky. Well, you wanted something better, and you wished for something new. Well, you wanted something beautiful, and you wished for something true. Been looking for a reason and something to lose. When the wheels come down, when the wheels touch ground, you feel like it's over. There's nothing round for you when the wheels come down. Well, inside your head is spinning, broken hearts will mend. This is our beginning, coming to an end. You wanted something beautiful, and you wish for something new. You wanted something better, then you wish for something true. Been looking for a reason and something to lose. When the wheels come down, when the wheels touch ground, you feel like it's over, and there's nothing round for you when the wheels come down. When the wheels come down, when the wheels touch ground, you feel like it's over. There's nothing round for you when the wheels come down. When the wheels come down, when the wheels come down, when the wheels come down. There you go. That's Wheels by the Foo Fighters. Come on back up here, lady. How are you?
I have to turn my sound back up. Your speaking is a lot quieter, I think, than the
yes.
music. So, yeah. So I don't pay attention to lyrics very well. What wheels are coming down?
Oh, I don't. Hold on. I think the wheels be a metaphor. That's what I think. It's his wheels, like you know. So like, I mean, I guess you could look at it like a plane landing. The wheels
Okay.
are touching ground, so
Okay.
the fantasy's over, kind of thing.
Well, I was reading the chat, and so I only was kind of listening to the words, and that phrase was repeated a lot. So I got that the wheels were coming down, but I didn't get what they were.
You think? Paying attention to the lyrics is not required.
Good, because I'm not good at that.
Oh, I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not either. That's like when people write their own music. I always ask them, "Can you post the lyrics?" Because it's hard. There's a difference between listening and hearing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you can listen to a song, but you don't get everything. But when you hear a song, you're trying to do it different, I guess. How you doing, Jade Star? Josh Harris, Pookie Ann, Indy, Kurt. It is good to see y'all. Speaking is quieter. What is Marie saying? Speaking is quieter here too. Oh yeah. Yes, very quiet speaking. I know everyone else tells me I tend to relax, so I sit away from the microphone, and everyone always says they can't hear me. So.
Well, I'm even quieter than usual tonight, so I'm trying to sit close to the
Yeah,
microphone.
I don't know. Like I imagine that we hear it better than everyone else does. Like you sound perfect to me.
Well, good.
Yeah, I do. I mean, well, I do, Michael, but like at different times. Like, well, here's one thing I try to do. Like, I try when I listen to something new. I no longer try to pick anything out. Like, I just listen to it if I like it, because I think in the end it doesn't make a difference how well you play something, sing something, what the words are, what the message is. If someone finds it enjoyable, it's kind of a good song. Like Jade was saying, she likes the song I wrote called Freak Flag, which I wrote in like 6 minutes. Just that rhymes, done. And like I put no thought really into it, but hey, people like it, so it's valid. So I try to wait before I start like picking a song apart, especially the lyrics. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I wish I were one of those people like Michael who pays attention to the lyrics every time, or
Well,
at least close. I'm not surprised that Michael does.
Yeah, I am generally people who write lyrics
Yes.
are more pay more attention to lyrics than other people.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, like I am like a nutcase, like with pronouns and songs, like when I use them, and I know people who make just as good as songs, and they're like and they don't like do anything like that. So we're all.
What do you mean with pronouns?
Like
You're a
should the
nutcase.
end or the if or she or like all those little words like at and for and am, like I try to remove them all.
All of them?
I try my best. But what I
Okay.
try to do is I write a song and then I try to remove every possible word I can from it, and
Okay.
it still makes sense.
Huh. That sounds like a lot of work.
No, it's not really. I mean, I have a very boring life and I don't really have much fun, so that's what I do. That's how I,
Okay.
that's what I do.
Whatever makes you
Yeah.
happy.
That's what I do for fun. So, how long have you been singing all your life?
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily in front of people all my life.
Like from when you were a little kid, were you into it as a kid?
Yeah. I mean, my parents tell me that, they used to sing lullabies to me every night, and one night I really shocked them by singing along.
Okay.
I don't know how old I was, 2, younger. I'm not sure.
I hope it wasn't like 13 and they were singing you a lullaby.
That would
That'd
have been a
just
little
be
weird.
weird.
Yeah. No, my family would sing together in church sometimes,
Okay.
and I was really, really shy. So singing in front of people was a terrifying, terrifying thing, and I would not do that by myself ever.
Uh-huh.
So as long as my younger sister were with me, I would do it. I would still really be nervous, but I would do it.
Okay. So like did you go from like typical like singing in school and church and although was that your
Well, I
route?
didn't sing solos in school. I sang in chorus in
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
But I would never have dreamed of volunteering for a solo.
Okay.
'Cause that is what you do, and no.
What? Some weird thing just came on. Oh, a commercial just came on. Did you hear that, or is that
No.
just me? I forgot to shut the
Oh, your
one of
other
the
window.
channels down, and
Oh,
I started just hearing the music and it was freaking me out. So like I was in choruses in school. I was in choruses for a different reason. Like I joined chorus because there was a girl I liked, and then I learned you can get out of so many classes when you're in the chorus. Like doing like the year in like my senior year or
Right.
11th grade, I did like the school play, and pretty much just got a book of passes, signed by the, to go down because they were like rehearsing like all the time. So that was pretty good. But I
Yeah.
was like in chorus, and I was in the Reveliers, which is like singing and dancing. And
I
I
was
was
really
in,
bad at the dancing part.
yeah, I was too. I was too. But they couldn't make you not do it, you know? So I was like, I don't care.
No, I tried. I was always the last one to learn the moves.
Mm-hmm.
I was in drama, but only because my friends were in drama.
Okay.
So I didn't try for roles in
No,
anything. So I
okay.
was like an extra in the musicals, but that was enough.
Well, extras better than I was going to say, where you could have just been on the crew.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't think we did that though. The people who were in drama class had to actually be acting, and other students
Okay.
from other classes did the tech stuff. I don't know what classes they were, but I don't know, photography would make sense for some of
Right.
it.
The good old days of the school play.
Yeah.
So, did you sing in your church?
Well,
Or
then
did you?
I also took lessons for 2 years in high school and 2 in college. Because piano lessons were not what I chose to do after a while. I took them for the 6 years that my parents told me, well, you know, until you're 12 or 13, you take them and then you can decide whether to continue. And I did not decide
See,
to
maybe
continue.
I'm giving up too early. My kid's 10, and
Yeah.
and he's bailing on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's getting me so frustrated because the damn piano's so expensive. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and
I
of
mean,
course I wish now that I had done more.
yeah.
Because you know, my skills are not very good now, even though I remember a lot from that long ago.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to tell him. Like, I can tell he picks it up really well. He can make sense of it. So I'm like, you know, and I also like read that you're more likely to never do it again if you can't get over that 2 or 3 year hump of the natural lull where kids get disinterested because it goes from something that they can relatively do okay to something that they now have to work at. So when
Right.
he got into starting with the two hands, it became a lot more, and then he got more frustrated.
I also think if it had ever been acceptable for me to play by ear, it would have helped a lot. Because that was, I couldn't sight read. I could pick stuff out, but then I would just memorize it. So if I had learned more chords, and I think it would have worked better.
Right. No, I see what you're saying. So they wouldn't let you just
Right. That's not what you
creative.
did. That's not
Okay.
the way you do it.
see.
It's a-
I used to, even like when he was taking his early lessons, because that's the only part of it I care about. Is like after I'd hear whatever his piano teacher was telling him to do, I'd grab him. All right, now let's turn it around, you know, and you know, just make him call off things that he did do, but in another order and stuff. Which is kind
Did you see what Maria just wrote?
no.
She took lessons for voice, piano, clarinet, guitar, trumpet, and accordion, and was in band and chorus, and she's retained none of it.
That's why she married Michael. She goes, okay, I'm married to someone who's musical. Wow.
That is
That's
too
got to be
funny.
like the most I've ever heard someone
I
do.
know. Actually, I did take trumpet lessons for a semester as a favor to a music major friend.
Really?
Yes.
Not good? Did it go good?
Oh, it was fine, but it was just because he needed to do that for the class. So my dad played the trumpet, so I had a trumpet I could borrow, and so I took trumpet lessons.
Oh, that's okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I played cello. Well, like for a year or two. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't play cello, but that's what I played with the cello. It was basically bigger than I was. I was like 8, and it was definitely over my head, and everyone would throw stuff at me on the bus, trying to get it on the bus,
Oh,
and
that
if you
doesn't
turned it the
sound
wrong
fun.
way, it got caught between the seats.
Yeah, but it's a good shield.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. You can block anything with a what is it called? A cello. All right, let's do another song. I'm going to play another song, and then we will take out one of yours. What's going on there, Accent Nacho? How you doing, my friend? Oh, this is the hard part when I have to lean like that to switch my mouse. Oh, sharp. Okie doke, what am I going to play? I'm going to try to play songs that I haven't played in a while because I'm amazed how fast I'm forgetting them. And we're going to go over here. Where did it go? Here we are. Okay, so here's the song. Mother, do you think they'll try to drop the ball? Mother, do you think they'll like the song? Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls? Mother, should I build a wall? Mother, should I run for president? Mother, should I trust the government? Mother, will they put me in a firing line? Is it just a waste of time? Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make all of your nightmares come true. Mama's gonna put all of her fears into you. Mama's gonna wait right here under your wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Oh, babe. tell me. Mama, will she tear your little boy apart? Ooh, mother, will she break my heart? Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna check out all your girlfriends for you. Mama won't let anyone dirty get through. Mama's gonna wait up until you get in. Mama will always find out where you've been. Mama's gonna keep baby healthy and clean. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe. Baby, always be baby to me. Mother didn't need to be so high. Mother by Pink Floyd. Ow, stupid hat. Hey there again. Hello again.
Why, hello.
Why, hello. Oh, now I got to switch this microphone. I wish there was a way to switch microphones without having to go to the door every time.
Well, couldn't you do that in StreamYard?
Well, no, because I use GarageBand to process everything. So
Oh, I see.
I have like a microphone for singing, a microphone.
I bet you could write a script to do it or something.
Oh, I cannot do that.
Oh. I don't know.
You don't want me writing.
I mean, I
script.
haven't been an Apple person for a long time. That's just what I used to do for everything.
I bet. I wonder if you could do it with anything. I know you can now use. They have the Logic remote that works on your phone. I wonder if you can do it from there. Because I know you can like start and stop recording from that.
Yeah.
But I barely know what I'm doing as it is, and with every new thing I try to do, I feel like the plate spinning above me, like they're all
Like
gonna,
they're behind you.
yeah.
That's what the
basically.
UFOs look like, is the plate spinning behind you.
Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah. So I am slow, very slow to welcome in new technology.
Well, and like I said, I haven't been an Apple person a long time. I don't know how it works anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they all work fairly similar, I guess, right?
No, but I mean how it used to work.
Well, I've had Apple since they were animal names, like Tiger and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's going back like
Right.
early 2000s or the 90s
Yeah.
possibly. And I mean, I think it's always kind of worked. I don't know, similar, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm just not good at things. Hey, Steve, what's going on, Steve? Aloha. The real Justine is here. And did I say hi to Hugh? I thought I just saw Hugh and pop in my friend Hugh. Hugh and I
Yes, Hugh's
talked.
there.
Who's that?
Yes, Hugh is
Oh,
there.
Hugh's there. Hugh and I talked about that song that just do, because there was a beautiful guitar solo in the middle of that song, and just do it like a full acoustic thing, and then just have Hugh play the guitar solo. I think that would sound so cool.
It's always a good way to go.
Yeah, it's just about finding the time, which no one ever has. anymore.
Yeah.
So we are going to play one of your songs. And
Okay.
I thought for shits and giggles, it would be fun to find the oldest possible thing that you have and start there. So I
And I
looked.
helped you by giving
Yeah,
you
you did
something
help.
even
Yeah.
older.
So I found like 10 years old,
Yeah.
and Lady Campion was actually like, she gave me one that's actually 14 years old.
So very few people have seen this before. So
We are going to, um, there we go.
oh, and speaking of musicals, it's from a musical, Guys and Dolls, which I was an extra in my freshman year of high school.
Now, hold on a second.
If you can.
I'm just thinking. No, I'm trying to find by title.
But I put it in the private
Oh,
chat.
that's
You won't
the,
find it by title. It's not
I'm sorry.
public.
Oh, that's the one right here. The link you sent me.
Yes, the first
the
link I
first
sent
one.
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Sorry. See what I mean about slow with new technology? All right, let me get past the commercial.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Okay. All right, so let me. All right. So now we are gonna go. So this is from a musical, you said?
Yes.
And I have to go to. What do I have to do?
Well, I grew up
Oh,
on musicals,
present.
so that is what I was most comfortable singing in the beginning. I didn't do anything except jazz standards and musicals.
I mean, I think it's great because I think musicals, almost all people who like musicals. You know, and
I don't know about that.
I mean, you know,
I have definitely
there,
met some.
there may be some extreme people, but I love musicals.
Okay.
I always have. They're fun. I mean, it's not music I listen to, but in context of
Right.
a show, like we were talking last week, me and Preston Smith, we're both very big Star Trek fans,
Right.
and in the new Star Trek, they encountered a space anomaly that worked by natural harmonics, and it made them sing everything.
Oh,
And
that's fun.
was hysterical because they really worked it up good. And one of the women on the show is actually like a Broadway star, and she's like won Tonys and stuff. So they saved all the big numbers for her. You know, so it was really cool to watch. You know, a Star Trek.
That
musical.
sounds fun.
Oh, I loved it.
I mean, I
loved
like
every
Star
minute of it.
Trek. I just haven't seen any of the new stuff.
Right. All right, so here we go. We are going to share the screen. All right, so this is If I Were a Bell. 14 years ago, Lady Campion singing for us.
Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me not that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning? Well, sir, say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Yes, it's when I was 4, Hugh. Thank you, everybody. Yes, you are.
Yeah. So your family genetics, because I mean, you've held it together for 14 years. I mean, to me, you look the exact same as you did in that video.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I look a lot younger to me, but thank you.
It was really good. I enjoyed it, and I like
you.
my favorite part was the little shoulder thing. I was like, ooh, look, she's selling it now. So you grew up with musicals, and then you just always loved them.
Yeah, I think it started because, in order to watch anything, we had to either check things out from the library or rent them, because we definitely didn't have much in the way of television reception when I was growing up. So the movies that my mom thought would be the safest would be the old ones.
Okay.
So a lot of old movies, old musicals. So my sister and I got really into musicals and old jazz standards, and we kind of brought my parents along for the ride because I don't think they were really into that before. But because we were watching it all the time.
That's just funny that you brought your parents back.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it also helped. My grandmother was very into it too. When we would go see my grandmother, my grandmother was brilliant at the piano. So
Okay.
she would just sit down and play, and we would sing. Just, yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
great. Like, did I remember, like, when I was young, it was because they always put on musicals like during the holidays, like March of the Wooden Soldiers. I don't know if that's really musical, but they always played around Thanksgiving, and like Willy. Oh God, man, I love
Right.
Willy Wonka.
Right.
I just I could watch it any day of the week, and I even got my kids refuse to accept the remakes. I'm like, no, this is the Willy Wonka. Mom and Dad's Willy Wonka.
Right.
That is
That's the real
bomb.
Willy Wonka. Yeah.
So because they're so great, because they just create like kind of like almost like a science fiction movie creates its own world. A musical creates an entirely new
Right.
world for you to be part of.
Right. Well, it's automatically sort of a fantasy because people break into song all the time, and they
Yeah.
just.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
yeah.
sure, in my house people did that all the time, but not when I went out into the real world.
Right. That would. I wonder if that's ever been in in any kind of TV show with a fourth wall kind of thing.
There
where,
was there was an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where it's actually multiple sci-fi things. They've got some sort of device where somebody casts a spell or does something, and it all of a sudden, oh no, the characters are singing for no reason and they don't know why.
Okay.
So they all, or even in See, because I love musicals, I have looked up TV shows that have done musicals.
Oh, but yeah, a lot have tried, yeah.
So even like Scrubs did a musical because the woman had a brain tumor, and that gave them a device for having everybody sing.
Okay.
So if the director finds out, oh look, all my actors can sing, how can I make a musical? Then they often find a way to do that, or a way to have the character
100%.
sing.
Yeah. Well, in the Star Trek episode I was telling you about, what was funny was they were doing, some what do they call it, the fourth wall type thing, when the cast or the actors are actually speaking directly to the audience, and there was a scene where like someone, when they first start, like, why am I singing? Like, oh, the first song was like, how come I'm singing? And then when they were done, the captain is like, I'd like to know where the music's coming from,
Right, right.
Which is like, you can't have a musical without the music. So I thought that was hysterical.
Not visible. You'll have to tell me that another time when I can remember it or write it down.
Oh, did he just give you some vital? I could take a picture of it. That's
Yeah,
what
I
use.
don't have the capabilities to do that unless I open other things.
You're talking about the Eric Gimbel thing? Oh, Babylon 5. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Babylon 5.
See,
You're
I've never watched
speaking
it. It's always been on my radar of
Oh
things
my God,
that I should get around to watching.
It is
and I
the
haven't.
best science fiction television show of all time.
Okay, I have heard good things about it, but I've never seen it.
I mean, it got off the rails a little bit, but I love it. There it is. Here we go. I'll do that for you, and I can send it to you. All right. So, you know what? Let's play another song from you because everybody wants to hear you. So let's go through, pick out some songs that, hey, what's up, Tony Howie? Pick up some songs that maybe people haven't listened to much. And,
Well, I'm really bad at thinking ahead. The only other one I put was, I thought I would pick I was going to pick the most popular one, but I thought that might be more problematic copyright-wise because the video I used. So the second most popular one I have from 9, 10 years ago. No, it's got to be, see, it says 9 years. It could be 9 years ago. Yeah, from 9 years ago.
now, is that the other link?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, all right, now we are going to 9 years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, so we've jumped ahead 5 years.
Here we go. The commercial. No, it's not a commercial. Okay. It automatically starts. There we go. And present on share screen. Okay. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank
That
you.
was-
And thank you, everybody else, too.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, my voice used to work.
Oh, stop.
Better. Well, I'm serious. I've had a lot of issues in the last few years, so it still works sometimes. But that song was particularly difficult even then because to sing those high notes
Oh man, those
like
highs.
that,
Yeah, they were.
it's not hitting them, it's doing it with that light tone.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I sang an opera one fairly recently and posted it because I didn't have to sing it like that.
No, that's what, because it was so high, but it was so soft. It was just kind of floating.
Right.
It was mesmerizing.
Thank you.
That was really good. And we all, I mean, it's maybe what's hard about looking back on ourselves, because we see what we used to be able to do. Like,
Right.
I used to beat myself up so much with guitar because I'm like, I can't play anything like I used to play when I was a kid. But who can do what they used to do when they were a kid as good?
Right. Oh, I know. But mine is just getting progressively worse. I'm actually seeing a surgeon on Friday to see if they can, that's because my reflux is so bad. That's what's been killing my voice.
Okay.
So, I'm hoping maybe it'll get easier again. That is,
We'll all have our fingers crossed for you.
yes.
See, Tony, now aren't you glad you came? It was funny. We were on Facebook and Chad posted the link, like he posts everyone's link, and
Right.
Tony was like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see Lady Campion," and I was like, "Yeah."
Well.
I was like, Tony, I'll be on the show too.
Yeah, but you're here every week.
I know, exactly. I'm not interested to see me either. Like this is my favorite part to do now too. No, that was really good. I don't think I'm sure I didn't hear that one from you before. Yeah, I mean, you have how many songs do you have posted? You have a bunch.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
You have a whole lot
I have.
for sure.
I think it's some. I really don't know.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. No on.
Not 100.
questions.
I don't know
Okay,
how many.
close. Oh wait, we can see 78. You have
Okay.
78 videos
All right.
posted.
Okay.
We've gone through 2.
Yes, but you've gone through one that doesn't count in that 78 because it's not public.
Ah, so we did get a little something special this
Right.
evening, folks.
Right.
That was cool. We thank you for that.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, so I guess we should play a little song. And if anyone, how about this? The next Lady Campion song we play, someone from chat, tell us what you would want to hear, one of her songs, and we will play that coming up soon. So let's do a little You Pick Well Play for Lady Campion as well. So now you have to look out for it, lady.
I will.
I am gonna play another song.
I know which one is Zach's favorite.
Waving through a window.
He is first.
All right, let me go. Okay. All right, so this is a Willie Nelson song. All right, so this is a song called Opportunity to Cry. Just to watch the sunrise on the other side of town. Once more waited and once more you let me down. This would be the perfect time for me to die. I'd like to take this opportunity to cry. You gave me your word, and now I return it to you. With a suggestion of what you can do. Just exchange the words I love you for goodbye, while I take this opportunity to cry. I'd like to see you, but I'm afraid I don't know my wrong from right. If I saw you, would I kiss you? I wanna kill you out of sight. It's been a long night, think I'll go back home. Feed my nightmares, waiting all night long. They'll be the last ones to tell me goodbye. They'll give me an opportunity to cry. I'd like to see you, but I'm afraid I don't know my wrong from right. If I saw you, would I kiss you? I wanna kill you at first sight. Willie Nelson, Opportunity to Cry. I think Shimmer Soul told me about that song. Shimmer really has cool music. I like most of all the. She gave me like a bunch of songs I could learn, and I was going to record them so she can. I think she sings on something called Spule or some
Smule.
weird Spule, right?
With
But
an M.
I never got a chance to record them. But I was like, "Ooh, I do like these songs," so I started playing them.
Nice. So how do you choose who's favorite? I mean, how do you choose?
I'm sorry. How do I choose what?
You asked people to pick a favorite. So
Oh, if
how do
I
you?
mean,
So if 4 people I mean, we've got 4 different
okay. So
suggestions. So how do you pick?
well, whichever one you will. Well, we can do probably all 4 of them. So pick one of them, and then out of those 4, pick the one you want to to play next, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
And then put it if you could.
Yeah,
What?
Axe is the loudest voice.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, hard to pass up.
And he did answer first.
Okay, he was really quick.
Yes.
So if you could, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play one more. If you can
Okay.
put that in private chat, and then
Yeah.
we will play that next.
All right. I will.
All right. I am going to try to play a song that's Oh, what did I just do? Oh, you muted yourself. So I'm going to try to play a song I wrote a while ago. I brought Viv Sparrow in. Her and I kind of reworked the song to do it as a duet. And then she's been waiting on me for so long to actually start recording it. And then I kind of forgot how to play it for a while and blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. So,
Well, so do you have her half?
no,
of the
I don't
recording?
have
Oh,
hers yet.
okay.
Yeah, I
thought we
had
were gonna get to hear a duet.
No. That would be really cool eventually. So I had, in hold on, I got to turn my echo off.
Oh, she says you do.
Oh no, you're right. I do have no. She's right on that. So I made a demo, put it in Songwriters Anonymous, and then she took it and sang to it to the demo. But it was really beautiful. And then
So you can't sing with that?
no, because it's me singing and playing the guitar as well.
Oh, okay. Well, you could play it like you played mine.
It's
saying.
not a video. It's not a video. It's just an MP3.
Oh, okay.
I will find a way to do it, but not right now
Okay.
because I can't do things off the cuff. I totally couldn't remember how to play it anymore after a while so I just played it like a couple nights ago. And it's coming. So 211 more YouTube hours. I am going to start recording like crazy. That's my thing. I need 211 hours before I hit the 3,000 mark. And there is just not enough hours in the day to live stream and record music and work. So that's the excuse I'm using. So where is it? But no, it is really beautiful with Viv's singing.
Well, I'm sure it is.
That's phenomenal. It really is. So you're just gonna have to do. So what I'm doing, I'm upselling because I'm gonna play by myself, and you go like, all right, that's all right. But then when we finally do it together, and what I really liked was, so in the group, I was getting all these different suggestions of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And when Viv heard it, she kind of suggested all the things that I thought I wanted the song to do. Like people were like, well, you have to figure out who's going to sing what part. And Viv was like, no, I think we should sing the entire song together. And I'm like, that's what I was thinking the whole time, like a Fleetwood Mac type of thing. So we were actually trying to work it where you could sing both parts and just change like little things so like both people could be saying it to eat like if two people were singing a song separately about each other.
Right,
kind of thing.
right. Except together.
Yes.
So you can have a video of the two of you facing in different directions.
That's exactly what we told, like a black screen with her and I, like our backs to each other. Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. So I hope you don't mind Viv Sparrow, but I have to practice it. And what a better time to practice than with a captive audience. Switchy. Okay. So this song is called A First Love. And like I said, I haven't played in a while, so if I make some mistakes, forgive me. I don't think of you no more. Don't see your face when I close my eyes. We were leaves blowing in the wind. Never knowing where we land. I don't wonder who you are. All that's left are the scars. We were ships passing in the dark. Love is like a shooting star. Only in a fairy tale were you in love with me. If I had just a wish, I wish that we could be. My arms around you, how I imagine my whole life. Every night we go to sleep with you by my side. But we never got the chance, 'cause time wasn't on our side. First love hurts the most. It's the one you can't let go. We were fools for love. Thought that it would conquer all. Holding hands in the hall. Passing notes that better soul. Only in a fairy tale were you in love with me. If I had just a wish, I wish it could have been. My arms around you, how I imagine my whole life. Every night we go to sleep with you by my side. But we never got the chance, 'cause time isn't always kind. First love hurts the most. It's the one you won't let go. Another time, another place. Wouldn't waste all precious time. Another life, a little grace. Maybe you be mine. Only in the fairy tale were you in love with me. If I had just a wish, I wish it could have been my arms around you, how I imagined my whole life. Every night we go to sleep with you by my side, but we never got the chance, 'cause time wasn't on our side. Your first love hurts the most. It's the one you won't let go. Eh. Eh. Hey. Oh. Hey.
That'll sound beautiful as a duet. I mean,
Right.
it sounded good now, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you meant. No, it really will.
Yeah, that's a
So that's
Good
what we
idea.
like working on, shifting just a couple things so it's
yeah.
comes from both sides of the, so you had to almost take out gender out of the song, so it doesn't make a difference who kind of sang it. Like I think
Right. Well,
they
you
were,
either do that or you just switch it. But if you're singing together, I guess you kind of have to do it that way.
exactly right. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think
Okay.
I think there was one line where we figured we can sing it different. Where I would say my arms are around you, and she would say your arms are around me. And I think we figured we could kind of do that at the same time. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be cool.
I think it'll sound really good. I had an idea because you asked me to find my longest video and I didn't.
Oh,
But what I just did, if you want, is instead of having all these individual requests that I just put, I made a playlist.
ah,
So now there's a playlist of those 4
Okay.
requests.
well that's the bottom one. Okay, I think that would be a very good idea.
Thanks.
Well, at least we'll do probably like 2 of them, and then I'll play a couple more. Then we'll do like 2 more. But know what I want to ask first. So, listening to the videos you were doing before, and knowing about what a talented community of people we have between songwriters and orchestral people and people who can make videos. Don't you think it's possible to do like the first YouTube musical? Like scored by independent people,
Oh, man.
sung by independent people. I think that could be a really cool idea.
I mean, it could be done, but it sounds like
I mean,
quite an undertaking.
Yeah, well, quite an undertaking. Yeah, but I think that would be like really good now. I would enjoy that.
Yeah. It could be done.
Anything could be done. Like I said, I like making
But
ideas.
does everybody have time?
Yeah, well, that's it. I am, like I always tell Chris, I'm like, or like, here's a good idea. Like, I don't have time to do it, but someone else can.
Right.
Because, I like thinking about the ideas. I don't like executing them.
Yeah.
What's up there, Lord Spike Protein? Right, Viv? The pronouns. See? She knows. It's the goddamn pronouns. Okay, so we are going to play some more LadyCampion for everybody, and I'm going to go outside and smoke. It's coming to an end. My kids are hassling me constantly. My wife's getting angry at me. Because I had stopped. I had quit for maybe, well, no, my wife and I quit together
Yeah.
when we first talked about wanting to have kids.
Yeah.
And we both said we can't have kids and smoke because my dad was a smoker, I became a smoker. So we both quit. And I went until the start of COVID, and it just threw. That was the only bad thing that came out, and I started smoking again.
Yeah, that's definitely not a good result.
Yeah. And now all the bad things that I got rid of, like having problems breathing, getting tired. So now they're all back. So I'm like, ugh. So the end of the summer, be prepared for a mean old nasty diet.
But a healthier one.
But a healthier one. Well, it also coincides with once I get the damn hours, I can lock myself in a room a little more and, and not be menacing. Because
Right.
I can be kind of a, believe it or not, I can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. All right, so we are going to play at least 2 of the 4 that got requested right now. And I'm going to open up this little link. Here we go. Now, let me see. I never did that before. Oh, if I just start, right? I think if I just start one, it will just automatically go to the next.
It should,
one,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we bring one up.
Those are in the order they were requested, I think.
Okay. And let's
I
go.
think.
Share. All right.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share, no, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes, we start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping
It all starts somewhere. From the crowd control, to setting the stage, to dropping the beats, to crafting the mix. So where does it start? It all starts here.
If I had the
I
capability of
DJ
muting that, I
now.
would.
Gear up.
When you buy music gear from Sweetwater, you get more than just what's in the box. A whole lot more. Every piece of gear we sell comes with an entire team of people. Yes, people. Dedicated to you. From our shipping specialists, who hand-pack every shipment in our climate-controlled warehouse, to our Sweetwater support team, who's standing by to help troubleshoot your issues completely.
Different browser. Would be good.
You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind among the fields of barley. You can tell
That was beautiful. And
Thank
I
you.
apologize for screwing up the beginning. I didn't realize they didn't mute, and so I was outside on my phone to make sure it switched. I'm like, oh damn, the commercials that I'm trying to run back, and I didn't realize I never muted me, so you hear me. I just go. Rah, rah.
Sorry.
I apologize about that. Sorry, folks. Never claimed to be professional, but I did find a beer. That was really good. Have you thought of doing oh, probably like my favorite Sting song is what the hell is the name of it? It's off the same album, which by the way, 10 Summoners Tales is on my list of perfect albums. Like every song is perfect. It's in the perfect order. The one with the poker, with the card reference.
Oh no.
What is the name of the damn song? It's beautiful, like this beautiful classic guitar descending line. And it was sword is the shape of my heart. That song.
Okay.
Do you know it?
I don't know it.
Oh, that's such a great
That's
song.
easily remedied, but I don't know it.
Yeah, and, it's really good song off that album. I can kind of play Heavy Cloud, No Rain off of that album. But it's an exceptional album. You can play that, Hugh? The whole thing? I mean, there's some, like, I watched this video, I guess his writing partner, it was a kind of like a practice thing he used to do to get his fingers ready, and Sting heard it. It was like, ooh, that sounds like something good. And they turned it into the song. A lot of people do that. What is it, that famous Eagles song? Was it Hotel California? That was like the guy used to do that as a warm-up kind of exercise.
Didn't know that.
Yes, there are UFOs in my basement. Lord Spike Protein, they're coming to get me, or we're spinning plates.
Or,
Because-
well, like Hugh Caldwell I thought they were light fixtures at first too.
Yeah, it could be light fixtures. You know why? Because if you want a good-looking UFO, you actually have to get pictures of the old ones that didn't look like the old ones that look like hubcaps.
Right.
Appear more to be a UFO than the created ones they do now.
Right.
Yeah, I got a new hat with an alien on it. So even though you can't see the alien, I was like, oh, I need UFOs.
You can kind of see the alien.
Yeah. Thank you. I bought it from what's that? I was talking about it last week. What's that stupid rip-off website? Kanu or something like that? Oh, Timu. I got that and a box of guitar picks and a guitar pick necklace for and a bunch of other things for like $12. What a bargain.
Yeah. So what's next?
Viv messaged me when I was playing, and she said she's singing along as I was playing it.
Aw.
She's the best. I love Viv. I love old people. So I'm gonna play another one of my songs. I haven't played in a while because of the guitar tuning. This is like a crazy tuning, and I'm always afraid what older strings are gonna pop, so I never play it. So since I just put new strings on, I figure I'm gonna try to play a song called Waiting For. Let's do the stuff over here. Turn that off. There we go. All right, so I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go directly into playing All Along the Watchtower from Bob Dylan.
Nice.
Let me get that. Okay, here we go. So this is a song called Waiting For. I had a week where all the songs I wrote were called Waiting with W's. I wrote Waiting For and Watching Rain in like the same week. Hello, my old friend, you're the one I've waited for. Me, I just been wasting time staring at the store that leads to somewhere that I think I've been before. Hello, my old friend, do you know the reasons why I'm only moving inches, but I've been walking for miles? And some days I can't get out of bed until the world is still. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Hello, my old friend, I'm glad that you stopped by. It's nice to see a friendly face, ain't seen in a while. Won't you tell me what been going on with the world outside? Goodbye, dear old friend, I really hate to see you leave. One day I may go outside and then I will be free. And you will see me walking down your street, and I will stop and I'll say hello. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Messed up the end. Anyway, that's Waiting For. And am I, excuse me, well, a tune. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and this is a cover of Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower, but it's the version a guitar player back in the 90s called Michael Hedges wrote. So I didn't make it up. I'm just kind of copying what he did. here, said the Joker to the thief. Too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine. Plowmen take my earth. None of them will level along the line. No one else worth. No reason to get excited. The thief, he kinda spoke. There are many here among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I been through all that, and this is not our fate. So let us start talking falsely now. The hour's getting late. The watchtower, princess kept a view. All the women, they came and went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the cold distance, a wildcat did growl. Two riders were approaching, and the wind began to howl. That's all right. All along the watchtower of Mr. Bob Dylan. And I bring you back. Okie dokie. Now turn that off.
That sounded great.
Oh, thanks. It's the guitar was too loud, and I keep I guess my harmonicking is a little off. I kept killing some of the notes. I gotta practice more. So strings bigger. Yes, that's basically it, Joe. The guitar is tuned to. There's actually the whole guitar. There's only 3 notes in that. There's D, A, and E. So one string is tuned to D, another string is tuned to A. No, 3 strings are tuned to A, and 2 strings are tuned to E. It's a killer on your neck because almost all the strings you turn way down. I mean, you go like 5 steps down on a low E, and then some of them you tune high, so it's really bad on your neck. It's generally the song I play when I pop a string, because you try to tune the guitar back to normal and it just can't take the tension. So I usually only play it when I know it's a new set of strings. So
I think I learned what open tunings were on your channel
oh yeah,
like a month or so ago.
I love them because it's a great thing to do when because you can really just do anything. As long as you know where your fingers should be, almost anything you do kind of sounds good. Most open tunings are based on them being a chord already. So if you play all the strings, it plays. If you're tuned to D, it plays a D. If you tuned to,
Right.
this one, I think it's called. I think the chord is like a D sus2 if it's played, but it doesn't sound good when you play them like just open. So
Yeah.
Know what I wanted to ask you? So, for all your love of musicals, have you ever performed in one outside of school?
No.
Ever think about doing it?
No. That's it's more than I can do health-wise,
Okay.
but I enjoy
Before-
one song at a time.
Before, if it wasn't for health reasons, would it be something you would think about doing?
Oh, probably. Yeah. Cuz
Oh,
it's
I
fun.
could- yeah,
Although I don't know if I'm any good at acting when I'm not singing.
But most, I mean, yeah, I mean, so a lot of musicals are almost the entire thing is everything's through song. Like even some,
No, only in an opera
depending
really
on-
is everything a song.
Well, yeah,
most.
operas. No, but I mean, like a lot of
Although
musicals.
like Rent is mostly song, but most musicals it's a lot of talking and then interspersed with songs.
yeah.
So
mean,
I don't know if I could do the talking part.
Oh, I'm sure you could. I did the only one I was in high school. I was in Oliver Twist, and I got to play Bill Sykes, the
That
bad
sounds
guy.
fun. Yeah.
And-
yes,
and-
I remember you saying that.
And he like his song isn't in the movie because that's the only thing I knew.
Right.
And but in the musical he had a song, so I got to sing one song.
Well, that's the reason that people like the song As Long As He Needs Me. And I'm like, that's a really sad song. Why do
Oh,
you want
yeah,
to hear that song?
yeah.
Because it's an awful song.
No, terrible. Well, actually, it was like I remember in the play when Nancy sings that. It was like right after I slapped her.
Right. It's like one of those songs where you're like, no.
Yeah.
And then-
It's basically
just
what
gets worse.
every woman's movement has spoken about. Don't subject yourself to.
Right. But
that.
it's a very true to life. It's just
Yeah,
really
100%.
a heartbreaking song.
Oh, terrible. Yeah. I mean the whole.
Yeah, I know Michael loves sad songs. It's just
Yeah.
that without knowing context, you don't know it's a sad song.
I mean, I would really worry about the person who could listen to that song and go, "Oh, that's so beautiful."
Yeah, but if you don't know the play and you only know the song, then it just sounds like a happy. As long as he needs me, it sounds like a happy song.
I mean, I don't think it does. I mean,
Yeah.
I particularly don't think it does.
Yeah, well, that's true because
Because I mean, you can hear when she's singing it.
well,
she's
I won't
singing it
betray
to
his
convince
trust,
her.
though people say I
Yeah.
must. Implies that there's something wrong.
Yeah, and you can tell she's singing that song to convince herself.
Right.
That's what she needs to believe to stay there.
But
that
it
it's for,
did
like-
turn into a popular song at the time. I mean, other
yeah.
artists recorded it as like a pop song. At
Yeah,
the
I guess
time.
I guess you can tilt it a little bit and make it a more positive. You know what? I remember my wife and I went to go see Pearl Jam. We went to go see Pearl Jam, and they played Black, and there were all these couples like making out and holding each other, and And I was like, it's such a, this is not a song you want to be close to your woman with. This is like it's another tragically heartbreaking song. I would not want to be connected to it.
Right.
But who
Well,
knows?
maybe they're just,
To
like we
them,
talked about
yeah.
earlier, not paying attention to the words.
That's true. That's true. You know, actually, my wife and I actually kind of did that. Our wedding song was from the band The song is what is the name of the song?
I don't know.
Oh crap! I'd probably. Oh, it's actually on my wall because she put it on a. It's like a record and it has all the lyrics. Love is stronger than death.
Ah.
Beautiful, haunting, but beautiful song. It meant a lot to us. The whole album. It's another one of my perfect albums. The Dusk. It's amazing. Listen, start to finish. But anyway, the song, which I come to find out, is all about he and his wife had a baby that, like, I think died premature or died extremely young, maybe, and it's all about that, getting over the loss of it. And then we have our own completely different meaning to the song. I guess which good music is supposed to do. You're supposed to not necessarily pick up on what they're talking, where they're getting it from, and just what it means to you. But I do remember at our wedding, I told the stupid DJ, I was like, listen, older crowd, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you do, just don't say the title of the song. Love is stronger than death, because you don't want to hear that at a wedding. He said it twice. Everybody, now the bride and groom's favorite song, Love is Stronger Than Death. I was like, oh, it's so embarrassing.
Helpful.
It was terrible.
I had someone ask to have I Honestly Love You as a wedding song. And I said, it's a song about somebody who doesn't want to be with who she's with and wants to be with somebody else.
Yeah.
How is that a good...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like saying our song is always on my mind.
Right.
Martin Hallingford Fumbler commented, like, I guess I played it somewhere and he heard it. He was like, every time I hear that song, I just want to yell at the central character. I'm like, you are such an asshole, mister, singing the song. Like, you're terrible. And it's kind of funny. I was just going to say something clever, but I totally forgot it. Oh, so Hugh thinks that Matt Johnson is a genius. In a lot of senses, I think he is. Some of his music escapes me. What I do like and respect about Matt Johnson and the is that he's totally on his own musical journey, and every album is like nothing he did before. So he almost like goes into a completely new genre for every type of album he does. But the Dusk, what an amazing album. It just moves. It's got highs and lows. It's beautiful. It's terrible. Helpline Operator. I like every song on it. I just love. There's that. Yep. Anyway, I have been learning how to play that song. The guitar part's really nice on it. So hopefully I can play that soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Mind Games, yeah. Probably Dusk and Mind Games are really the only two. I mean, I love Dusk. Mind Games, I like most of it. And then the other stuff, just like the early, more new wavy stuff, I really wasn't into. And no, what's the other? Naked Self. I think Naked Self he did that. That one was pretty good. And then he did like a country album, or like kind of an alternative kind of country album. He does lots of different things, which is good. I like when bands do that. I don't like when bands stick to just one thing.
You'd
All right,
think
so
they'd get
now,
bored.
yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I've always liked Pearl Jam, because I love that they said, "Hey, we're maturing," of course, and you can hear them maturing as they got older, and I think it's cool. Rather than trying to be like Kiss, still trying to do the same thing at 70.
Right.
All right, so we are going to get back to your other two songs. How are you on time? You all right?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
just thinking I want a Sudafed. But I'm okay.
That's you were really just thinking that. I could really go for a Sudafed right now.
Well, it's like my sinuses are hurting. I don't know why, because like I said, the COVID is gone. It's just, I think it's just the air in here.
Could be. I have this strange thing around 10 o'clock most nights, like my nostrils just clog. Just out
Yeah.
of nowhere. I'm like, what the? And then it disappears.
And so you say, oh, it must be 10.
Yeah. Exactly. Where most people say, do you know where your kids are? I'm like, do you know what your nostrils are about to do? All right, so here we go. We're going to get back to Lady C's list.
So the
Open.
other two requests.
Yes. So we did feel, okay, so we have these two left.
Which are both collaborations.
Okay, so two collaborations. Present arms. Why'd my screen get so big?
Because that one's better quality, I think.
No, the stupid Apple, the Magic Mouse for an Apple, it you can pinch and zoom on it, so sometimes when I grab it, my finger runs across it and it just blows up the screen.
Yeah, that would annoy me.
Yeah, oh, it's so annoying. Okay, here we go.
You fixed it.
Oh,
It left.
I didn't share it yet. Let me try that one more time.
There are bridges on life's highway, but we never see them there. Some cross troubled waters, some don't go nowhere.
Some you wouldn't step on if you were trying to save your soul. One comes with a keeper when it's time to pay the toll.
Some aren't meant to last forever, some are made of stone. Some are meant to cross together, some you go alone.
Some the slightest wind can send them crashing to the ground. I set a bridge on fire, but I could not burn it down.
Now here I am, praying for forgiveness, and I can see you
I can see you
standing on the other side. Here I go,
here I go.
baby, it's a heavy load.
It's a heavy load.
I have crossed some broken bridges in my time. Oh, I can see you
standing on the other side.
standing on the other side.
Here I go.
Now here I go.
And buddy, it's a heavy load.
Baby, it's a heavy load.
But I have crossed some broken bridges in my
Crossed some
time.
broken bridges in my time. I have crossed some broken bridges in my time.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall, tell a mocha smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice. I think she'll know when logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the doorbell said. Feed your head. Feed your head.
Excelentemente.
Thank you.
Now, the first one, who's that with?
That's Ozark Drifter.
That was Ozark Drifter. That was really that him singing.
Yeah.
And did he do the music too, or was was
No.
it okay? So
But
that one was just you guys singing over the backing track.
yes.
Ozark, man, classic country voice was really good. It was excellent. And now I know the second, right? Hugh did all the music, correct? Mm-hmm. Hugh, I got to say, your singing was lovely, but I have to, man, Hugh was like, I thought that sounded better. To me, it came across more psychedelic than the original song. Like the mix and the builds and the guitar were just friggin' amazing in that.
It really was amazing.
It was really good. It's a fantastic job.
Yeah, I was very thankful he asked me to do that.
You were thankful.
Yeah.
You're you're like the female JDL now of singers, like being on. So you got Lori playing piano for everyone.
I never would have thought of singing that song. And then his version was just so amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how you wouldn't think you would be good on it at first. And you know, but it's like tailor made for it because she really didn't have, she wasn't like a crazy singer or anything. She was fairly clean in her delivery and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when I listened to the original, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I could do this. Because mostly I've heard other people cover it.
Right. Like I don't think you would have sounded as good on a backing track because your voice to the music is different, but you
Well,
sat
backing
in
tracks
this
are never
song.
preferable.
But you sat in Hugh's song like really well.
Yeah, thank you.
Kudos to both of you. So what are the collabs you have? Can you tell us what are the collabs you have on the horizon?
Oh, I have several.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is on these things and whether you're supposed to say.
As far as what?
As like, well, if I haven't talked with the person I'm collaborating with on whether I'm supposed to say we're collaborating.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. So
General rule is, you usually don't talk about stuff until you
right.
said
So
you
I
wouldn't talk
haven't.
about it.
I've got. Although, I mean, since Rick Renstrom put it in the chat in Clay's thing that he was writing something for me, that's kind of public knowledge. So yes,
So
that
like
one
you're
is,
gonna sing an original.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's very cool.
And I have. I mean, I don't know. There are multiple potential ones, but 3 are original, either somebody else's song or something I'm supposed to come up with something to go with.
How's that going?
I don't know. I haven't. I mean, it's too new, and I don't have a voice. It's hard to come up with stuff when you can't sing it. So I can hear it in my head.
Okay.
I mean,
so
when I hear music, that part is easy. I can easily come up with, oh, this would sound good with it. But it's kind of like when I'm singing and like, well, when I said in Fields of Gold, we get to the part where I'm doing oohs and I'm thinking, oh no, what am I going to do? Because I don't remember what I did. I don't know what I'm going to do before I do it.
Right.
So, therefore, it's hard when I'm coming up with something, it might sound good, but I don't remember what I just did.
That's usually what makes them good, though, because it's comes through what you felt when you were singing it.
Right, but then if I'm coming up with a melody and then I need to come up with words, and I don't know what I just did, it's I have to figure out the process.
Well, you know what it is?
first.
It's probably just because it's not second nature to you, so you probably spend a lot of time overthinking it. Like,
Well, no, the problem is when I'm doing that, I don't think.
until
The music.
you're done. Until you're
Well,
done.
and then it's over and I don't know what I just did.
But you probably did. Like, here's a for instance. A couple weeks ago, I was playing one of my songs. And I generally always keep the music up or the lyrics up. Very seldom do I have to look at them. I mean, I wrote them. One day, I'm playing one of my songs, and just out of the corner of my eye, I realized I opened up the lyrics to a different song. And I just crashed. I could not recover. I immediately forgot everything I have ever written in my life. So it got in my head. So, and it took me down. It took me down hard. So you're probably dealing more with that. You probably know what you did. You're just thinking about
I don't know that
not
I do.
even know.
Well, especially if I haven't recorded it, then I'm out of luck.
Do you just do like voice memos in your phone, or
I should.
that would probably be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I make up songs now, I used to always make audio recordings,
Yeah.
And then I listened back to the audio recording, and I still couldn't figure out what the heck I played. So now I make, like, just like this show, I'll just hit record and I'll play it so I can see what my hands are doing, like on
Yeah.
the guitar sometimes.
Well, that's the convenient thing about being a singer is I don't have to know what notes I sang unless I'm writing the song from scratch and have to tell somebody what key it's in or something, and then we could have a problem. Or it's just a painstaking process for me to figure out the chords because I don't do that.
Right.
So working backwards just takes me forever.
I would give a lot of props to a person who can make music based around someone's melody. Like I could never, like, to me the music always comes just a little ahead of like the music inspires the melody for me. But I know there's a lot of people when they write lyrics, they actually have a melody in their head.
Yeah.
And then for someone
don't-
else to take that and turn it into music, I find that to be like really challenging.
Yeah, I think the melody comes first for me, at least. I mean, obviously I haven't been doing this very long, but that's the way it's been so far. I mean, I
Right.
think even with the even with the field trip song, I had the melody
God, I
first,
love
even if
that.
I mean, it only took me about, I don't know, 10 minutes to come up with the whole
Right.
thing, but it was just one of the things where they said, "Oh, we need an old-timey jingle," and I'm like,
Right.
okay, I can hear that in my head. So I had the melody first.
See, there's Chris Lane. Hey, Chris. He's a melody in the head guy. I generally don't. I mean, every once in a while, but it's just because I guess my process. I'm a guitar player first, so I really can't even sing anything if I'm not playing guitar, and not that I can sing that great while I'm playing. I can't sing independently of me playing guitar. I can't carry a note. Like, I can't find a
Right.
note. It's kind of silly.
I'm sure I won't mind, Jade. Well, my problem is because I started learning the piano, whenever I hear, even throughout my life when I kind of wanted to write songs and never did, if I heard a song in my head, it had piano. So it would be so much easier to hear guitar and just be able to tell somebody, these are the chords.
Right.
But I hear piano parts in my head that I can't play.
Right.
So it's frustrating.
Yeah. No. I would imagine. I would imagine it would be.
Yeah.
I totally imagine it would be, because I always get amazed, like, on a lot of like the groups on Facebook. There's like songwriting groups, and so many of the people like, here's what I wrote. Like, but can someone make music for it, kind of thing? And I find that very foreign. I mean, although in the beginning, so when I first started writing songs, it was all lyrics first, before I even picked up a guitar, and then I would make music to it. But then I found the challenges of that is sometimes it's really hard to finesse the music to fit the words you wrote. So then over the course of time doing it, it's more, one of them generally leads just by a hair, and then both immediately get worked on together.
Yeah.
Tony does chords first. There have been some songs that I'll use it as a reference again. Freak Flag, that the song Jade likes.
Right.
Not only did I, all the music was done, because it was just like, I do like when I'm in the recording phase. So when I'm recording a song, I don't play other music because I don't want to get out of the, like, but as a palette cleanser, what I'll do is, like, when I'm done for the night, I'll just start a random track, find a drum, and hit record, and I'll just play. And like a lot of my songs have come from just doing that. And on that particular song, I was like, I'm tired of playing. Everything I do is guitar bass. So on that particular song, I just made the whole song on bass and then made everything else after it. So sometimes I could do that.
Well, obviously it worked that time.
Yeah, always I tried different things so I don't bore myself. I like Michael said he has a 2-week rule, which I I wouldn't call it a rule, but Michael says if he comes up with a song idea, he'll mull it around for 2 weeks, never recording it, never really writing it down, because if it sticks with him, then he feels more strong that it's something good. And that's the way I kind of like, I'll juggle around, like they can tell you in the group, like when I'm writing a lot, I'll post like 30-second, 4-minute things like all the time. I did this, I tried that, but I rarely go back to them. It's every once in a while, out of the 10 things I try, maybe one of them, I can feel when one moves up a lot higher than the others.
Yeah. Well, that works when you have that many things going around.
Sometimes it's a good thing and it's a bad thing sometimes. It's
Right.
It's a good thing to keep you active. It's a bad thing if you think you can use them all. Some I use. What I do is, like, when I get stuck, like I just said in something, we were in a live stream and JDL was like, "Oh, I'd like to collaborate with Dom one day." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be cool." My problem is, since I do most of the stuff myself, sometimes I'm a little in a box, and I'm like, it's hard to let other people in, not because they're not good, just because I hear it a certain way and it has to be that way. But I was working on a song that everyone seemed to like, and it just fell off my radar.
Yeah.
And then when he said that, I was like, you know what? That would be a good song for JDL. So I just sent it to him. He liked it. And I was like, but like, I want you to help me finish it. Kind of like, these are the lyrics I wrote. Can you write that? So that could be fun.
Yeah.
That could be fun. Whole
Yeah,
lot of
Kim,
stuff
I know totally what you mean. Well, I used to dream music and then try to write it down when I woke up. Only I don't know how to write. Like I said, learning to read music I didn't do great. So writing it down really took. By the time I wrote anything down, it was gone.
I wouldn't say I could really read music. I used to be able to read music. Tablature just ruined reading music.
Right.
One time, this is a long time ago, I woke up one morning and I'm like, oh my God, I have a song in my head. And I sat down and I I made the song, lyrics, music, awesome song. I was messing for a couple of days. One morning, I wake up before my alarm clock goes off, and it was back in the day I had a CD a clock radio, so you could set the alarm to go off with the CD. Not realizing it, so I get up before my alarm, and then the alarm goes off, and I can't remember, it was a Blind Melon song, and I wrote their song. Like,
Oh,
I
no.
literally, the music, the words, I sang it. Well, I mean, I couldn't sing like Shannon Who, but it was the same exact song. What happened was, since I didn't even realize the CD was in my CD player, so I hadn't been listening to the CD. So for like months, every morning I'd wake up to the exact same song, and I wake up and then I turn it off. And then I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man! This is ridiculous.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm always afraid I will do. Because there's so many songs.
Yeah. But, stuff's bound to gonna sound alike, or as long as it sounds alike in a complimentary way, I think you're fine. I mean, there's,
Right.
It's not like, we're just doing this for fun. Even if it's a total rip-off of another song, if you want, who cares?
Yeah.
So. That's what I think, anyway. All right, so let me play another song or two, and then maybe we will go out with another one or two of yours.
Okay.
Sound cool? Okay. Alrighty, so I think I retuned it. I think these strings are sounding way too tinny. All right,
Yeah.
so
Tony says it should be an original, right?
it
After
is
all that?
yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna play what for me is a companion song to the song First Love. So
Oh, okay.
these two songs, for me anyway, go together. It's a new one I've been playing a lot lately. It's called A Flower. Okay. I was sitting there thinking, Lord, please let it end. We made our mistakes. We couldn't pretend. My body went on. My throat was dry. Just stared at the shore as they shouted, and I held it inside. Victoria, she's crying, and she won't come out her room. She thinks of a flower that'll never bloom. I guess it's the end of the life that we knew. I'm sorry for what I've done to you. We were totally different, yes, somehow the same. I'll never forget the day she first said my name. It's like finding a piece of your heart that lie broken right there on the floor. I looked in her eyes and she gave me a smile and opened the door. But now Victoria, she's crying. She had nowhere else to turn. I should have sat there beside her, but I didn't have the nerve. I guess it's the end of the life that we knew. I cry for a flower that will never bloom. Love was entangled. We were lost souls. It's hard to imagine when you're just 16 years old. Victoria, she's crying. She heard I got on a plane. 'Cause I couldn't face her, and I live with that shame. I guess it's the end of the life that we had. Cry for flower that we never had. It's almost done. Right microphone.
That was very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Again,
Close.
it would help to have the lyrics in front of me, but
Yeah, I'll post them all eventually. It's rather.
after you get your 200 and something hours.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like almost most of my originals are not on my channel yet, except for I've
Right.
only been playing them live.
Yeah. Well, that means you're going to have it polished and perfect by the time you record it.
That was my idea. I mean, people probably sick of the story already, but I got tired of 30 days, write a song, go to the next song. Well, not that I got tired of it. I don't get enough out of it for myself.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm just gonna keep writing songs until I have enough to shut down and just do that. So that's I'm gonna try that this time. So I have like 10 or 12 songs. When I'm ready, I'm gonna put all, probably like over the winter, I'll just put all my focus into recording songs and then like try to make it more like an album. Because that's the other thing I don't like is that I'm a bit all over the place, which is a good thing, but in listening to, like, at least when I listen to songs together, I want to hear some kind of cohesion, and there isn't. I have like crazy, really heavy rock songs and light acoustic songs. I did stuff with Naya that's, kind of danceable and punky song, so I was like, so I've been trying to write these with all where like they're meant to all be together.
Right.
So
Yeah, that should be great.
yeah, hopefully,
It
that
does
or-
help when there's a cohesion to the whole album.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like, I mean, it's not a concept album, but I love concept albums for that reason. Just like when we were talking about before, is like I don't like short stories. I like novels. You know, everything.
Yeah.
I like to invest my time into things.
For me, it depends on the short stories. Some authors are really good at short stories, and some are not. So it depends.
Yes, you're 100% right. Matter of fact, like Stephen King, all his short stories are better than his novels. Matter of fact, his best movies came out of his short stories.
Short stories, yeah.
His novels they never translate well to movies. What kind of early bird are you there, Michael? What's your wake up time?
Yeah.
I've
How early is early?
I used to get up like 4:30 for work.
That's
4:30
early.
by like 5:30 I'd leave for work, get there like 7. Now I'm like pushing 9, 10 o'clock. I get out of my house. And that's my life story, ladies and gentlemen. And how about we do one more, and then we are going to play another one of your songs, and then say goodnight to these lovely people. Sound good?
Okay, sure.
All right. This is not one of my songs. Okay, I haven't played this one in a while. This is a song from not Tyler. Andrew Combs. It's a little song he wrote called Too Stoned to Cry. Oops. I'm not even have it on. Maybe I should find it first. Here we go. Lonely as these days are long, as dark as the night bird's song, strange way of living bled my heart dry. I'm lonesome, but I'm too stoned to cry. My clothes, they are ragged and worn. I'm a sailor who's caught in the worst storm. Water keeps on rising, I'm getting by. I keep walking, I'm too stoned to fly. Whiskey and wine and pills are for the pain. Fast, easy women and a little cocaine. I'm walking the line between helping and high. I ain't happy, just too stoned to cry. trying, I'm too stoned to cry. I'm living from town to town. I've always been lost, ain't never been found. They say Jesus can save me. That was just a lie. I keep trying, but I'm too stoned to die. I keep trying, I'm just too stoned to die. Whiskey and wine and pills are for the pain. Fast, easy women and a little cocaine. I'm walking the line between hell-bent and high. Ain't happy, just too stoned to cry. I ain't happy, just too stoned to cry. That is such a good song. And that's what I got. Hey, oh, there you are. Oh, Laurie's Mission Mosh. Waka Waka. Hello, Miss Laurie's Mishmosh. What's going on?
Waka Waka?
Yeah, that's Fozzie Bear.
I know.
It's the good references.
It
See that or
is.
say
It
hee
was
haw,
just-
hee haw.
I just
No.
didn't see it coming.
No? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you don't. That's probably one of the things I most often say to
Really?
Laurie's Mishmosh. I don't know. Just
Oh.
it's our special thing. She calls me
isn't that
Dominic the
nice?
Donkey, and I say Waka Waka.
They'll
I
see
li-
Viv agreed with me.
What did Viv say?
That came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, not to me. Tell him, Laurie. Laurie probably went, oh, he said Waka Waka to me. It's our, yeah, it's what we do. I like that song because it doesn't end on the chord you think it would end on. Like you would think it'd resolve back on C, but he ends on F, and I think it's really classy. I like that. Yeah, and not Donkey Boy. Donkey Boy. Call me a Horsecock Johnson. What movie was that from?
I don't know.
It's probably, I think it was a funny movie. Ooh, really? I just saw what you put in there.
Yeah.
That sounds good. All right. So, what do you have coming up? Anything? You doing anywhere? Going to be on any other live streams? We know your collabs coming up, or the ones you could talk about.
Oh, there's the... I think I said
that's
I'd
right.
be on the block party at the end of the month.
The all female? All
Yes.
female, all women?
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be intimidating. There's some really good people on that panel.
Yeah, you're one of them, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
hush.
And
I'm sure you'll be on Chad's playlist of women artists.
right. And I'm working on doing a Michael Jackson cover for him.
Oh, are you? Okay.
That if my voice would work, I might have to use what I already have. I like my arrangement, and I wanted to do one more
No,
take all
forget
the way
about it.
through.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She wrote forget.
Yes.
It's my
know.
heritage says I have to go forget about it, Lori.
Yes.
Yeah, like do you be amazing at some of the shitty vocals that some of us use that once processed and stuff don't sound all too bad. And you generally sing good. And that, I guess, and your vocals are always very clean.
It's well, see, I recorded. I was almost done. I'm recording. I guess I'm allowed to say this myself because it's my song. The cover is "I Want You Back." Jackson 5. I'm more comfortable with
Okay.
young Michael Jackson songs. Makes me feel. So yeah, I've always wanted to do that one, and I found a good instrumental, and then came up with something for the second half that I rather like what I did with it. I recorded the main vocal almost all the way through, and then I realized it was almost 10 o'clock at night, and I was singing loudly, and I worried about my neighbors, and so I stopped. So I have a good vocal
Okay.
almost all the way through, and then a really quiet one.
Oh man, that happens all. You go back to it and just can't get it.
Well, and my voice doesn't work right now, so I might have to use what I already have. But
double it, yeah. Now, what do you record on?
It usually works best if I record in Audacity, even if I
Okay.
try to mix in something else, because my computer's old, and it just, I don't know. I have lots of cut and paste,
Right.
and yeah, I'm undecided. I keep trying.
I've done that before where I just I couldn't get what I did, and just I'm just gonna.
Well, and if I'm doing video with it, I record in the camera app
Okay.
on the computer. I record like that, and then
Right.
import the vocal into whatever I'm using.
Right.
But I've tried recording in Cakewalk, and it's just my computer's too slow, and using the ASIO driver just does not work, and it just winds up choppy, and then I get thrown off. So yeah, it's
What's up, Gary Hubbs? No. I mean that's every digital person's biggest limitation is the power of their computer.
yeah, and mine
But-
definitely has issues.
How old is it?
I don't know, because it's a hand-me-down.
Okay.
I don't know how old. I mean, I could look it up. I'm
You
sure.
could go to
I just-
About or whatever. Yeah.
I know I could, but I don't know.
Like my laptop, it's a Mac, but it's like 2008,
Yeah.
I think, or 2012, and Mac said we no longer update anything below 2013.
Right.
So I'm struggling. Like, I don't want to, like, last year we got my wife the iPad Pro, the big one, because she uses it for art. So I don't want to, like, I'll buy a new computer, like, but after that one's paid off, because when you do it with the Apple Card, you get a year to pay anything off. So
Yeah.
I don't want to actually have to pay them interest
Right.
until we finish that. So, but it's also a
Yeah.
good pacing mechanism, like, okay, we bought one new device, we can't get another one
Right.
for a year.
Well, I'm thankful for what I have. I just,
Yeah,
you make
it
do.
all works good,
And well, I'm good at tweaking things to use as little of the resources as possible. And I'm trying Reaper, but I haven't done it for very long, so I don't know if it's going to be any better.
I think the more limited of the technology you have at the disposal, the better you make it work for you. Like, probably the best case I can say for that is Nolan on YouTube. She records everything, almost everything, like all her live stuff. She's recording with a phone. Right? She does basic recording. She imports it into iMovie. She separates the audio track slightly, so she doubles the audio track, slightly moves them off grid of each other, to help create like a reverb type of effect. And then she does everything like that, and it sounds really good. And then, not to mention, she's just so hysterical.
Well, you also have to have a good ear.
Yeah.
And I don't know, mixing. I feel like mixing is the bane of my existence. I spend so much more time doing that than singing, and even then, I don't like anything I've done.
No, they all sound good, lady. They all sound really good.
Well, it takes a long time to get to the point where I'll actually post it.
Yeah. How long does it usually take you to mix something? That to you, like...
Hours and hours.
Okay. Does
Sometimes it comes out right the first time, but usually not.
Does it usually end where you're going, okay, I'm done, or okay, I'm done? Most of mine end, all right, I'm done with this song. That's how most of mine end.
Yeah, most of them, that's how it is. Occasionally, like, well, the reason that I did a poll the other day because I couldn't decide what to post, and the reason was actually, I think I actually mixed all of these so that I like them. That's never happens. So, yeah.
I get angry in a funny way because personally for me, the songs I think that I mix best are the ones that Naya and I do together. Because I'm not focused. I think it's because I'm not focused on myself.
Right.
You know, I'm more focused on her. So it makes all my decisions, I think, easier than when, because I'm not critiquing myself. I'm just like, how do I make her sound the best I possibly can? Rather than when I do it for me, I'm like, all right, how do I make up for the big idiot I am? That's my mixing approach for me. So I'm always fighting it, you know. It's crazy. Hey, Chris, where did Chris disappeared? I was going to bring him up. So, so you're going to be on the Clays, I think at the end of the month.
Yeah.
All woman review. That's going to be awesome.
Right.
And then hopefully on Chad's show, we'll be hearing.
Right.
Your
You'll
Michael
hear
Jackson
some. There'll be some version of that. I will make something work, whatever my voice does or doesn't do. Like I said, I liked the arrangement. I'm gonna make it happen.
Did you make the music to it? Like
I didn't make the music.
Okay.
I slowed it down and changed the key.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't make the music.
That's cool.
So by
That'd be
arrangement,
very
I mean what I did with the background vocals for the second half of it.
Yeah, we have to. Chris is missing, Lori. He's here, but he's not here. We can see. No, you can't see, can you? I can see his empty desk. He's here, but he's not here. Oh, he's probably saying goodnight to his wife. I heard he gets in trouble if he doesn't say goodnight. Oh, thank you very much, Hugh.
He said not to talk about him. It's too late.
Yeah, that's he's friends with me. He should know by now I'm going to talk about him. That's what we do. So we are going to wrap it up. We're going to say goodnight, and we are going to play another song from the wonderful Lady C. And I had such a great time, and I appreciate you sticking it out, even though I know you didn't feel well. But hopefully, since you couldn't sing tonight, we can hang out again, and next time you can sing.
Yeah. I'm always unpredictable. Oh well.
That's a good thing about you. Don't be predictable. Predictability's no fun. All husbands should say goodnight. Yeah, you're true. It's very true. We should always say goodnight. I try. I do try my best. Sometimes my wife just don't want to wait for me, though.
Oh well.
And I wouldn't either. All right, so what are we going to play? Do you have it in here?
This
the
is
last thing. Okay.
Yeah, this is Ave Maria, and I'm putting it because I think you'll see me Thursday, Lori. I don't know if I don't know if there's, I don't know.
Finish your sentence.
Well, I don't know. I know 15th Ben was trying to plan his celebration thing, and I'll be there if I'm able to be there, whenever it is. But I don't know when it'll be.
I'm sure at some point.
So, anyway, the song is Ave Maria, and it's the last time I couldn't sing for maybe a month. I spent, no, it's okay, Lori, I just didn't know what you were talking about. Because I couldn't sing for at least a month, I spent the time trying to remember how to play it on the piano. So, my singing is a little weak, but I was able to remember or learn again how to play it on the piano.
Well, that's awesome. That'd be cool to hear. I won't, well, I guess I'll be around Thursday night. But you know what I have to do? Ugh, I'm so angry. So we have an RV up in Pennsylvania. Me and wife and kids, we go up there on weekends and chill out. So my shoulder was bothering me. My wife drove up. I drove home. Walked in the door and I looked on, the credenza thing we have by the front door. And I'm like, hey, my keys aren't there. And I was like, oh, I probably put them in my work bag because I brought work to go away with. I go to bed and I wake up like that with this picture in my head. And in the place in Pennsylvania, we have like this key ring. It's a bear with like his bear paws, and we hang keys on them. And I'm like, in my head, clear as day, I see my wife's set of keys and my set of keys hanging on this key rack. And then it all comes back to me like I asked her to drive. So she pulled the car out. I pulled my car into the driveway, hopped in her car, went away for the weekend, took my keys, hung them on it. And so I have to go tomorrow night. I have to drive to Pennsylvania just to get my keys. Of course, everyone's going to say, like my wife said, why don't you use your spare key? I'm like, because my spare key's locked up in my car.
You don't have anybody who could bring them to you or mail them to you or something?
No, that's the wilderness stuff. Yeah. I mean, I could like call AAA, but I'm punishing I did a real stupid thing, and I'm going to
Yeah, but that just seems like a long way. There just must be an easier way to do it.
Yeah, but the good thing is I have a very good wife. And originally I was like, all right, well, if I leave at 7 at night, I could be home by like midnight. And she was like, well, why don't you just spend the night and then come home in the morning? I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So that'll be better. But what are you going to do? All right. So anyway, folks, we are going to say goodnight now. I thank you all. There's 34 people here. And thank you, Lady C, because 34
You're
is
welcome.
very good. Everybody loves you. Whether you can sing live
I love
or not.
everybody else, too.
Everyone comes, yes. I was delighted to get to spend some time with you. You're a great person. All right, so I'm going to say goodnight, folks. I'm going to play Ave Maria from Lady C, and then I am going to end this broadcast so you can all do something else. So I appreciate you all for coming. Thank you. And now, without further ado, I'm in the wrong window. Here we go. Commercials. There we go. Okay.